Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense will have the football first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, is what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Back to throw, it's Bullard. Here's a heat. The short hands, it's Wilkerson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got room to work. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. All kinds of room to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bullard. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they have the first points of the game.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football.
Defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So LSU's offense will take the field for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's 2 big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Snagged out of the air. Knocked off his feet.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here and stay on the field and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a wasted opportunity.
Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gandy. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Makes the grab on the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He gets a hand on it. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Leaves it with the back. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On the run, it's Durham. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They're testing the right side here. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10, 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing.
Touchdown, Tiger! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Bullock. Immediately fires to the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gandy. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Will be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. To the air, it's Van Buren. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver's so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Back to throw time run.
Breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. Oh, out of space. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Purdy on the Jets. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Snatches it on the run. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Gonna run it. It's Durham. and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wow! Game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic.
Time to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. He's loose. It's a seam wide open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain. And they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. LSU lining up 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Bullock. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Wiggins. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. 4th down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big 4th down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody and impose our will. That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
He'll do it himself. And the ball's on the ground. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for room, it's Perry. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
You know, it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things.